Alright, hello everybody. That was very discouraging. What just happened is I recorded over an hour of Timber and Stone, and sure enough, my microphone was muted, so I'm so glad. I thought it was actually pretty good commentary, which is unfortunate because I wasn't recording it actually. So you know what? It's time to actually record. So first things first, I'll explain everything I explained just over an hour ago. So this is how the game works. The game works as you'd expect any uh, what you would call it strategy game, and what you can do is you can assign people professions. Like this farmer here is level 7 farmer, and you pretty much get experience for everyone by making them have a profession that suits them, and and then they level up in that particular thing. Yeah, but they only start out as like level 3. But this guy has been my wood chopper the whole time, so he's level 14. This person has been a farmer for a whole time. He's level 10. This person was a forager, and then I realized a forager was too dangerous, so I made them a farmer. And then Quentin here, uh, he's an adventurer because he's my highest level adventurer, and adventurer is the thing that if you saw the preview, that was the thing I was using. You can take control of them, but other than that, he's a really good fisherman. Let's see. I didn't name these people, by the way, because I mean you can, but I didn't, just because I didn't think of it. Then Enoch, this is my favorite guy, I would have to say, just because he's so incredibly versatile. He doesn't have any skill that's really that high. However, his infantry is pretty high. So, as you can see, I'm on day 7 and it's the morning. I guess it's a good thing that it's the morning now because I just recorded like the whole nighttime, which took about an hour. Um, so I guess you didn't miss a whole lot in terms of brightness. Let's see. The reason Enoch is like my favorite is because he is a blacksmith, a carpenter, infantry, stonemason. I use all these things all the time. I'll probably end up using his engineer skill, and he also was a miner temporarily, um, until I decided that I didn't need that because there's another miner right here who is level 12. Um, yeah, Dorothy. Oh yes, Dorothy. Dorothy just leveled up right there, as you can see, and she probably was the most useless person, I would have to say. Um, when I started off, she was a good adventurer, and she didn't have any other level 3 things. And in the beginning of the game, uh, being an adventurer is a pretty useless skill because you need to be paying attention to everything else because it's a strategy game, and if you don't, you'll die. Because this is a really hard game. It's like it's a survival game, and you have to get food and build and defend against these monsters that are everywhere. As you can see, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's there are like skeletons littered everywhere throughout my base here, and it's because in that hour I just recorded, I got attacked like majorly, and it was very exciting. However, you missed it all because you can thank the microphone company that I am wearing right now. Here, let me take my microphone off in a second so I can read it to you. Let's say it's like Alright, you win this time, microphone company. Oh, never mind. It's a Plantronics microphone. You can blame them. I mean, other than that, it's a good microphone, but stupid mute button. I wish it would, like, nah. It's kind of annoying recording for an hour, then realizing you weren't recording for an hour. But anyway, yeah, you can, what was I talking about before the thing? Oh, yeah, so I got attacked, and it was by, like, 6 skeletons, and I surprisingly fended them off without anyone dying. I was talking about this here, which I can't mine because I think it's mithril, and mithril is the hardest ore to get. Anyway, Clifton. Clifton is right here. He's my level 14 wood chopper. I believe I started on Clifton, so... Oh, yes, I did. I started on Clifton. Anyway. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. So anyway, Clifton is my wood chopper. Got Weston here, who's been my farmer the whole time. Amelia, which was my forager, until I decided that foraging was... Yeah, I must have said this stuff already. That foraging was too dangerous, and then... Fisherman here, yeah, I went through this all. Okay, I remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering which I recorded in the recording session that I wasn't, that I was muted for, and which I wasn't. But anyway, this game is really fun. I've been playing it for not very long. It's only the 7th day, which means like 7 hours. No, just kidding. It means 14 hours because just about a day for me takes 2 hours because I pause a lot. I don't know. It's probably not 14 hours. It was probably it's probably around 10. So there. I played it for like a week. I don't know. I stopped playing it for a week, and then, which is why I probably am a little inexperienced right now. I wish I checked my dang recording thing. Anyway. So yeah, right now I am doing pretty well. I built this. I have all of this stuff. You can store things with lots of food barrels here that I have. I have a ton of food barrels. And I realized that this is a little cart you start off with, the wagon. And I realized that putting all this storage wasn't a good thing to put around the wagon because you need to have access points. See the little feet right there? I'm not sure if you can see the yellow feet on the ground there. That's an access point to the wagon. And I blocked like most of them off except for that one and like this one over here. So pretty much there's no way to get to the wagon now. Smart of me. But yeah, other than that, I have lots of mining stockpiles and wood piles and stuff like that. So pretty much what I'm trying to do now is build this. And if you see here, I have the basic plan, which I built in the last recording session, of course. And yeah, right now I'm trying to wait for what's his name? Where is he? Oh, I have a builder who's probably sleeping somewhere. And he's building this. But the main reason I've actually been building the foundation, like the first level, for a while. This took me like maybe 2 or 3 days just to get this much down. And that is because progression in this game is really slow. And I can show you exactly where it is slow. See this? See how it says brick 2, 172? That is because my stonemason, which is probably Enoch, which is probably assigned to a blacksmith thing right now, which is completely useless. Enoch, where is your inventory? Yes, Enoch, who is also a blacksmith, is my main stonemason. And pretty much, I've been trying to... What's happening is that he can only make 2 pieces of stone at once. And by at once, I mean every minute or 2. He can make 2 pieces of stone. Sorry, I had to cough. So yeah, you see Enoch here, and he's gonna make a piece of stone. And it takes him that long to make 2 pieces of stone. And then he has to go all the way over here, which I guess I could have put that closer there, but I wasn't thinking it was going to take that long. Then he has to go all the way over here and make more something else. I don't even know what he's doing with this to make 2 pieces of stone. See how it filled up halfway, and then now it's filling up all the way. And not only that, but I wonder if it'll happen. Let's see if it happens. Okay, he successfully did it. But half the time it's unsuccessful. So just about every 2 minutes, every minute I make 1 piece of stone, which is really slow. So that's why. That's why I only have this many. But I have a builder, which, let me try and find the builder. Carpenter. Oh, he's assigned as a carpenter right now, which is exactly why he's not doing anything. So I want you to be a builder. So now he's going to start building over there, which will be good, because I can show you that, I mean, the building itself is really, really fast, but the making the stone is stupid slow. Oh, shit. Do you hear that? You may have heard that. I have the volume really low. But I heard a skeleton, and skeletons are dangerous, as you can imagine, since I just had to fend off 6 of them, and one of my guys, like, got somewhat close to dying. You know what? I'm gonna keep it paused for a while because I still haven't fully explained how the game works. So pretty much, I'll go through the professions and show you and tell you what to do. So adventure is the thing where you go into first-person mode and start running around, and you can kill whatever you want. That's the main reason I think this game is really good, even though I've only played it like once. The next thing is blacksmith, and the blacksmith profession, that's very useful because it allows you to make things that are not just out of stone, like metal and stuff like that, of course. And carpenter is pretty good because it allows you to make things that are made out of stone and also things made out of wood and all, stuff carpenters would make. The farmer is pretty good. Actually, farmer sucks. Farmer is probably the worst profession there is because, as you can see, I need 3 of them to maintain a poorly maintained small farm. Look at this. I'm growing potatoes here and carrots here. And see this? Oh, I'm also growing cotton, which they've only gotten 2. Look at this. It's supposed to be this big, but they've only, since they can't maintain this, they haven't gotten to maintaining that. So pretty much, I'm just waiting for them to. Oh, okay. I need to hit pause because something's going on. That skeleton is screaming in the distance, and I have no idea where he is. He could be killing one of my people, which I probably should make sure he's not doing. Yeah, everyone's at full health except for the person, Enoch, who is also my infantryman. Anyway. So yeah, farmer is pretty useless. And on top of that, even though all this stuff is really, I have a ton of farm and they can maintain only some of it, it has a very low output. Like, my main source of food, instead of coming from these 3 people, it comes from one person over here who's fishing. And it used to be a forager, but I'll explain why I don't have a forager anymore. But yeah, fishing is so good. It allows you to get lots of food very quickly. Let's see, how much fish does he have in his inventory? 17 right now, which is pretty good. Oh, he's also my archer, which is why he has that stuff on him. Anyway, profession. So yeah, there's that. Oh, and the next one's forager. And I have a forager who's now a farmer because I decided not to. And I'll tell you why I decided not to have a forager anymore. It's because foraging is extremely dangerous. I'll try and show you why exactly it's extremely dangerous. So, I'm not sure if you can see any of them right now, but the woods is littered with tens of 20s or something creatures, like lots of them. That's a sheep. I guess it's daytime now, which is why you can't see them. But they are everywhere during the night. Oh, here we go. Here's a wolf. Wolves are probably the most annoying of them. Tied with probably goblins. Actually, these are dead. That is why they're here in the daytime. Yeah. So, allow me to explain the enemies. So, you can see there are tons of dead things, but you don't see any of the skeletons that you see here. So pretty much what happens is all these enemies come here during the nighttime, like goblins, and like this is a goblin here, Goblin Ravager, and this is a wolf, And goblins, wolves, and skeletons come out during the nighttime, and they start encroaching on my camp very, very slowly. Um, and what happens is the ones that do make it are usually skeletons. And that's because skeletons can kill everything else. They fight with each other. Skeletons kill goblins and wolves will kill goblins and skeletons, and then goblins will try and kill wolves and skeletons. But pretty much what ends up happening is, for some reason, wolves. Oh, see, this is what's happening. This is very dangerous. Wolf riding a goblin. So, yeah, if these things get to my did I say wolf riding a goblin? I meant goblin riding a wolf. If these things get to my camp, chances are something will end up dying. And oh my god, there's so many of them. I really hope they don't get anywhere close. But anyway, what ends up happening is the skeletons kill these um, goblins and wolves, and then they come to my camp, and I end up killing them because skeletons are the easiest enemies to kill for me. But if ever a goblin or a wolf gets to my camp, it's very hard to kill them, and I usually end up almost dying. Believe it or not, nobody in my camp has ever died because I play very, very defensively. So, you know, very good on me, I guess. Anyway, but then there are these goblins here, which, and that's very counterintuitive that goblins and wolves would be much harder than skeletons. Skeletons move slow, they do no damage, and yet they can kill goblins and wolves so easily. I don't get it. It's kind of strange, but at least it balances out the game so that I only have to kill skeletons instead of goblins and wolves. However, here, I don't know what's going to happen with this. It's very close to my settlement. It's very dangerous. And what happens is that if I see one of them coming here, it's too late. They're much faster than me, and there's no chance I can defend it off unless I have lots of people that attack the goblin at once. But what happened there is, what happened before is, let's see, where is the guy? Weston Goddard. This is him. So this guy was over there sleeping, and there were lots of other people, and one of the goblins riding a wolf ran into my camp, and I saw him, of course. However, I had to hit pause, and there was him and lots of other people, but Enoch was off, like, mining or something. And Enoch is my main infantryman. Also, my fisherman, which is also my archer, was over here. So what happened was I ran out of breath? No. What happened was he came here. I had to wake up everyone and instantly turn them into infantry. Like, just switch the profession. And they were all level 1 infantry. But since there were so many of them, I was able to fend them off. However, he was only attacking one person, and that was Weston Goddard here. And Weston Goddard had no armor on. So what happened was he got down to a sliver of health. Like, I swear, it was 1 pixel. And I just barely survived. But, I don't know, lots of things like that happen where I barely survive an encounter.